Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany and I upload 4 to 5 makeup videos every single week, and in today's video I am going to be reviewing the new NARS Summer Unrated palette. So if you're interested in this palette, then go get a snack, get comfy, and let's hang out. The candle of the day today is Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works. It's one of my favorites, so this candle just puts me in a good mood. So let's jump into the new NARS limited edition Summer Unrated palette. The packaging's super cute and reflective. This little booger's really hard to open. So this is what the shades look like. You get 16 very neutral tone colors. I will say that the pictures online looked really pretty. Whenever I picked it up, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, it's another neutral palette. I knew that going into it, but for some reason on the pictures, these kind of looked more green. They're not, just letting you know, they do not pull green on my skin tone. You get very neutral shades with some pops of peaches and some like beautiful champagnes. This is not a first impressions. I have worn this palette 2 times already, so I've already dug into it and played with it, and I'm going to be doing one look for you all today and just kind of chit-chatting about this palette and letting you know if it is worth your money. You do have some repeats in this palette. I mean, if you know NARS, it's Orgasm, Laguna, you know, all the shades that they keep repeating. But I'm just going to go into this top one right here and set my lid. Now, I will say, like, this entire row, you do get some, like, depth right here, but for the most part, when you put it on your lid, they all kind of look the same. I'm just going to put that on my lid to kind of get rid of all the creasing. I'm going to start working Laguna and some of these other shades into the crease just to kind of add some definition. I know I did not need this palette, but this is my first product from NARS. A long time ago I had like a mini Orgasm blush. It got hard pan and I gave it to a friend. But so this is my first product that, you know, that I've had from NARS in a really long time. I've never tried their eyeshadow formula. I know Britt Clark, she's always saying how it's so underrated. So I really wanted to try it out, see what the hype's about. So next I'm going to go into these 2 shades and put that on the outer corner for some definition. I feel like NARS just kind of like Too Faced, you know, in Benefit, they just repackage the same stuff over and over again. I feel like a lot of people either love NARS or they could just care less about. I just kind of like really neutral in this situation. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, they're going to do what makes them money. I'm a neutral girl, so this palette really called to me. It looked beautiful, and like I said, I've never tried their eyeshadow formula. I don't have any other products, so I just wanted to pick it up to kind of play with and see what the formula is like. I absolutely love peachy tones, so this palette really spoke to me. Next, I'm going to take this orange and kind of run it through my crease to kind of brighten up the look, make it more of like a warmer tone look. You'll have to let me know, are you like a NARS lover? Do you have like all their blushes? Are you a collector? Or are you kind of like me and don't own anything? I know that their palette they released this past holiday, I almost picked it up. Kind of wish I did because it's limited edition. So I can't get my hands on it anymore. But it was definitely like more interesting than this palette. I've been kind of doing more of like the cool tone looks with this, but today I wanted to go kind of warmer. I'm going to run this shade all over the lower lash line. Next, I'm going to go into this shade and put that all over the lid. Next, I'm going to take this champagne shade and put that on the inner corner to kind of brighten everything up. So next, I'm going to go into the shade Love on Fire and put that all over my lid because it's beautiful. Now, this is more of like a chunky shimmer. It kind of has like a gritty glitter texture, but not quite like as gritty as a glitter, but it's not like one of those smooth buttery shimmers. I'm going to jump off camera and do some lashes, and I'll be back with the finished look. Okay guys, so this is a finished look. I think it is really pretty. It's just like a beautiful soft glam, perfect for the summer look. So I'm going to zoom you out and give you my final thoughts. Final thoughts on this palette is that for the price point, so this is, I think it was $60 for this, and the packaging is very like, it does not feel luxury at all. Now, for instance, the Natasha Denona mini palettes, those feel very like sturdy and like protected, like heavy. Those palettes are $65 and those definitely feel luxury. This palette does not feel like, you know, $60 worth. That's just my opinion. Now, on the inside, you get what you get. Okay, so it's a very beautiful, soft, glam, neutral, peachy toned, everyday kind of palette. So if you are a neutral lover and you want this palette, I say go for it because the quality is very, very good. All the mattes are super, super blendable. They're not too pigmented right at, at the start. Like, they're very buildable. That's what I love about these. Now, the shimmers are very beautiful. They're buttery. Shade right here, this is Love on Fire. And this is more of like a chunkier texture, but still very beautiful. It adds such a pretty like glitter effect to the lid. And this one right here, Summer Moon, this is also a little bit more of that chunkier formula, but still very beautiful. And these are the only two shades that gave me just very minimal fallout. So when you're looking at this palette, you can get, like, if you use this shade and this shade, you can get like a very dark smoky look, but still beautiful. If you use these two, you can get more of like that pinky look. And you can just go in with like this little quad and get a very soft champagne look. And then of course you do have your oranges and your peaches with some pinks. So there's a few looks you can get out of this palette for sure. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a very soft, glam, beautiful look, perfect for the summer. So if you are wondering, like, is this quality good? Yes. So if you like NARS, I say go for it if you want to spend that money. Me personally, I just wanted this to kind of test out NARS's formula. Will I be repurchasing a NARS palette? I don't know. It would have to really speak to me because this is very, very neutral, but I'm going to use it all the time. That's, I do have some neutral palettes in my collection, and they get used more than anything because I'm just a neutral girl at heart. I'm not going to be like, oh, I recommend it, go out and, buy it, because you can get this color story at the drugstore. It's nothing to like rave about, run out and go spend your money on it just because it's a neutral palette. So if you need to save your money, save your money. But if you have the money to spend and you want a NARS palette, I say go for it. I think you'll really like it. I'm going to do some kind of like live swatches for you all so you can see what they look like, because I didn't use them all in today's video. And I didn't want to do like a 3 looks 1 palette because, I don't know how, it might be repetitive because it's a pretty neutral palette. But like I did say, you can get some, some like darker smoky looks. You can get a pinky look, some peachy looks, champagne. So there is a little bit of versatility with this palette to a certain point. Okay, so here's the first row, and as you can see, these two look almost identical, and these two look very similar. So this is what the second row looks like, and all of these are shimmers. Here is the third row. I love this shade. It's like a very salmon-y color. This gold is literally amazing. It is so buttery and creamy. And this beautiful like creamsicle orange, cream soda type of vibe is so pretty. And then last we have this beautiful dark plum. This is just like it glides down my whole arm. These are all incredible shadows. This is the last row in the palette. You have got Orgasm, which it wouldn't be a NARS palette without the shade Orgasm. And this shade right here, in the pan it looks kind of green, but on my arm it's definitely like a bronze. And then we have this beautiful shade that's more of like a glitter topper. And then this really dark, deep smoking shade, which is very necessary for the palette. This is the depth that will help you create so many different new looks. By far, this is my favorite row in the palette. Okay guys, so that wraps it up for me in today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you are interested in this palette, wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye guys.